way to the place called Coffee Attic. We have this event called Just for Laughs. Let's go.
Hey!
Hi!
How you doing, Regina?
Camera, hi.
Hey! Good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you feeling?
I'm great because I'm just helping behind the scenes. I'm not going to be a speaker today.
So what are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to hearing the speeches and entertaining all of our guests and introducing them to what NoKaOi does.
How are you feeling before the event?
Anxious and happy and hopeful. So there you go.
So what are you looking most forward to?
To calling on you to come up and do some tabletop.
Okay then. So what are you looking forward to tonight?
Some laughter.
Looking most forward to my wife's speech because
That's me!
I'm her biggest fan.
Just want to laugh.
Welcome to Just for Laughs, presented by NoKaOi Toastmasters. Thank you. I need that up here. We're Toastmasters, several of us here and myself. We're a group of people that work on public speaking together. The NoKaOi Club actually meets every Friday at noon over at UH Maui College. Ron Larson, a speech entitled "My Journey as a Medical Marijuana Pioneer." Ladies and gentlemen, Ron Larson.
My Native American friends call me Ronnie Red Eyes. We're on friends. Make sure everyone gets this. I began studying medical marijuana back in the late 60s, testing it on different maladies I have and my friends have. First time I tried marijuana, my friend Tom, I was at a party over in East LA, takes me into the bathroom. Hey Ron, you gotta try this stuff. It'll help your back pain. Sure enough, tried it, worked, had a whole new life. Next day I thought I'd play a little joke on him, called the vocal heat. Before I left California, I played a final round of golf, 9 holes. My back was bothering me, choked up.
Go ahead and introduce our next speaker, Vicki McDermott, who has a speech called Kooky Couple.
It's such a cheerful color, don't you think? I wore it in honor of my favorite romantic couple. When you think of romance on screen, who do you picture? Tony and Maria of West Side Story?
That couple kissing in the waves on From Here to Eternity. Well, my favorite couple will not be found on a balcony or on a ship or at the seashore. My favorite couple will be found in the graveyard on a moonlit night. Do you know who they are? Here's a hint. Put this down for a second. Da-da-da-dum. 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 Yes, they are creepy and they're kooky, but they're also so passionate and romantic. They are my romantic inspiration. And I wanted to look to them to share how to keep the passion alive. Woo her, admire her, make her feel as if she is the most sublime creature on earth. Now that is excellent advice. Who doesn't want to feel absolutely adored?
Compliments are soul food for women, but men appreciate it too. Morticia showed her adoration, saying, "Oh, Gomez, I know your effect on women. I'm so worried that someone will steal you from me." And Gomez responded, "Banish the thought, mi querida. You are the only cactus in my garden of life." Now, though they enjoy each other's company, they know it's important to have interests and hobbies of your own. Morticia enjoyed knitting sweaters. She made three-legged sweaters for her odd-limbed relatives. She also enjoyed gardening. She tended to her rose garden by cutting off the tops and growing a garden of thorns. She also had a pet man-eating plant, Cleopatra. Gomez had interests of his own. He enjoyed collecting trains and making them crash into each other and blow up. He also enjoyed archery, where he practiced shooting apples off of Uncle Fester's head. But when the evening came around, though they had their days apart, they'd come together and share maybe a hookah. Ron, maybe you provided that. Or enjoy an evening cocktail, linking arms, and making sure to keep that, oh, so important eye contact. The most romantic of all, though, is they love to dance. "How long has it been since we waltzed?" he asked. "Oh, Gomez, hours." I hope you are as inspired as I was by the Addams Family, their zest for life and their zest for love. We learned from them that it's important to give compliments, have your own quirky interests, be playful together, and maybe you want to be a little kooky too. Thank you.
So our next speaker is a longtime Toastmaster, but is fresh to the NoKaOi group. I'm very excited to hear his speech. Mr. Chris Foster will speak Adventures in International Travel. Mr. Chris Foster.
So for my previous couple jobs, I had to travel for work. That occasionally involved traveling across international borders. And of course, I had a couple of run-ins in my travels across borders. I wanted to focus on one where all of the issues were my fault. So this is my first big travel for the company I was working for before this one. And I decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Google where I'm going to go ahead of time, because Google won't lead me wrong. So I see where the hotel is, and I'll look up and I check with T-Mobile to make sure that my phone can work in Canada. So we go and I fly to Canada, put my phone on airplane mode before we get in the plane, because I don't want the plane to crash. It didn't, so good job, me. So we get there and we land, and I take the phone off airplane mode, and it doesn't find anything. Well, this is a problem, because I don't know where I'm going. So 2.5 weeks later, we're flying back, and I go to Google, and I say, "Okay, Google, give me directions back to the airport." And Google says, "Here are directions to the airport." And I say, "Oh, look, there's directions to the airport. What could possibly go wrong with that?" So I look at my flights at 7 a.m. in the morning. You have to check in by 6 a.m. in the morning. So I figure if I leave my hotel at 4 a.m. for a half-hour trip, that gives me plenty of time to get to the airport in time for my travel. So I go, and I wake up in the morning. I get out. I get in my car. It's a little after 4 o'clock, but it's not too bad. I get the gas, and I go, and I'm on the QEW, which is the Queen Elizabeth Highway, for those of you who don't know Toronto very well. I get on the QEW about 4:30. This isn't bad. I still got more than an hour of spare time. So I'm driving, and I get on the QEW, and I'm driving, and I go about Mississauga, which I think is a really fun thing to say, so I'm just going to sit down and get Mississauga. Get off the QEW. There's giant directions on the highway that say this way to the airport. Google says this way to the airport. So far, we're all in agreement this way to the airport. We make a couple more turns, and finally, the highway says I should stay on the highway to go to the airport. Google says, no, I should take this creepy exit. Well, Google can't be wrong. Google's never wrong. It must be a shortcut. But this is my first mistake of the day, so I follow Google. And I go around, and I'm driving. Eventually, I do get to the airport, but it's the cargo terminal of the airport, which I'm pretty sure I cannot fly out of. But it's no problem. It's only 5 a.m. I've got a full hour. This is the airport. I can drive around in a giant circle in less than an hour. So I drive around. I get to the front of the airport. So you think the front of the airport would be the place where the terminals are. It's not. It's about 5:15, so I'm a little worried. I said, I'll drive out a little bit, get on one of these roads. There'll be a place open. I'll ask someone, oh, I'm the idiot American. Please tell me how I can get to the airport. But it is 5:15 in the morning and there's no place open. So I continue to drive around the airport. And I finally get to this point, and I know there's a right and a left. If I pick the correct one, I'm going to get there in time. If I don't, I won't. I didn't. It's 6 a.m. I know I'm late. So I race to the counter. I get to the counter. I try to check in. It laughs at me. He says, no, go up to the front desk and talk to the people. Because it's now 6:10 a.m. for my 7 a.m. flight. So I go up. I go to the lady. I say, I'm sorry, I got lost and I couldn't get to the airport. She said, well, you should have used Google Maps.
I think we can all identify with that. We've all traveled at least once where it did not go our way. And we've all trusted Google or Yahoo Maps and had it not be what we wanted. Our next speaker is going to be Miss Sarah Hambeck with her speech, Mocha Chocolate. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Hambeck.
It's really great to be here tonight at the Coffee Attic with a bunch of coffee addicts. Seems like a very appropriate place. I think that coffee addicts are a really persnickety, fussy bunch of people. They have to have their coffee prepared just right, with specific ingredients and prepared just so. But they will maintain a measure of patience to allow somebody to make them their mocha chocolate with vegan non-fat milk rice meat.
I hated going to Starbucks. It was always an experience of confusion and anxiety. I'm standing there in line listening to the people in front of me order their coffee, and I swear to God they are speaking another language. Venti non-fat latte with caramel drizzle. Tall half-calf soy latte, 120 degrees. Grande chai tea latte, 3-pump, skim milk, no foam, light water, extra hot. Are these even real drinks? And the baristas are just there writing it down like, What's going on? I felt like an idiot ordering just a cup of coffee. Welcome to Starbucks. I'm going to get started for you. Yeah, can I just get a regular cup of coffee? You see, the barista doesn't have enough information to be able to fill my order, so she proceeds to ask me a series of questions. What size? A small. Oh, you mean a tall. Well, if a tall means a small, then yeah, I'll have a tall. I just use Starbucks language. I feel so happy. Would you like light roast, medium roast, or dark roast? Dark roast, I know that one. Would you like room for cream? I am terrified to order anything else.
One day my husband asked if I would go into Starbucks and grab him something, and I'm like, sure, what do you want? I never even stopped to consider what ridiculous made-up order he was going to make me go in and get. He wanted a venti ice-blended caramel macchiato with whipped cream. Please don't make me go in there and order that, please. I'm standing in line and I'm muttering under my breath, venti iced caramel macchiato with whipped cream. Okay, I got this. Welcome to Starbucks. Let me get started for you. Venti iced caramel macchiato with whipped cream. Yes. Would you like that caramel drizzled or chunked? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that means. This was not part of the plan. What do I do? Do I hold up the line and call my husband? Do I go back to the car, lose my spot in line, and have to go through this whole thing again? I am freaking out. I don't know what to do. Just scream out, drizzle, I'll take it, drizzle. I get back to the car. I hand my husband his drink and say, don't you ever make me do that again.
David Copperfield. Here's the speech of the tech guy, David Copperfield.
Now my tech friend is gadget crazy. He has a smart house. I didn't know what a smart house was until I went to his house, and he will say, Alexa, turn the lights on. And the lights turn on. Alexa, turn the television on. And the television turns on. Alexa, what are my notifications for tomorrow? And Alexa tells him his notifications. See, I have an Alexa. It's my wife. The results are different. This is how it goes. Hon, turn the lights on. Please. Hon, turn the lights off. Please. Now with my wife, I get two things. Number one, I get a stink eye. Secondly, I have attitude. That's the difference between his Alexa and my Alexa. So we're going to go to this park. We get in his car on a Wednesday, and he has his phone, and he pushes buttons. And I said, wait a minute, you just live 2 miles. Why are you looking at the GPS? Oh, just to make sure. Already I'm nervous. I'm thinking to myself, this guy is directional challenged. He types it in, da 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 da. Alexa comes on. And she says, it's 23 miles. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm screwed. Finally get there, about half an hour later. We turn right into the park. Oh, those redwoods are just massive, and they're just magnificent. 3-4 hour hikes, it's time to go home. All you gotta think is like, well, we came in, taking a right, we're just gonna go out and take a left. But he pushes the buttons again. He types, and I see him push a button that says home. And I said to myself, okay, we're going home. We come to the exit, and Alexa says, turn right. And I'm thinking, you know, I'm not a tech guy. Shouldn't we be going left? But he's the tech guy. And we go right. And finally, Alexa says, you're home. And I'm thinking to myself, we're not home. And my friend realizes his mistake. We're at the house that he bought the car from, the owner. So here's my advice. If you're ever in a car with a tech guy, carry this on your person. Because this will get you home.
Second page of your program is your ballot. Please vote for your favorite. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Just for Laughs. For the second half of our program, we're going to do table topics. What table topics is that I, your table topics master, will ask a question of someone in the audience. That person will then come up and answer the question on stage. What lesson in life did you learn the hard way?
Everything's been working together for my good. It's just been this wonderful ride.
What can you do today that you couldn't do a year ago? Ziggy.
Projects that inspire you most. Projects that don't let you sleep at night. You constantly think about those.
If somebody's feeling adventurous and would like to give it a try, I think an easy way for me to not just start picking on people is to have you guys raise your hands if you're interested, and I will ask the question, and anybody who still has their hands up may get picked on.
Yeah.
How old would you be if you didn't know how old you are?
Hi, everybody. I don't have kids, and I don't have a boyfriend, and I don't have any pets, so it makes it easier to be younger in your head.
What job would I not do?
For all the money in the
All
world.
the money in the world?
What thing are you the most sure of?
So when I finally was feeling better, I did what I said I was going to do. I started to do kettlebell swings. So I'm doing my kettlebell swings, and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling the endorphins, and I'm like, what age am I really? Maybe in my head, I'm 35 again. My back said, hell no.
What is the best part of today?
Well, I thought it was the perfect question for me because I did my icebreaker speech today. Everyone was so supportive, so wonderful, laughed even when I probably wasn't funny.
Is it possible to lie without saying a word?
Really love Ron's presentation. Did I vote for Ron?
You want to ride home?
Is Ron my friend anymore?
You didn't know you were going to be a star tonight. I was just informed again that we had a real close vote, and guess who didn't win?
Drum roll, please.
The winner of the first annual Coffee Addict Speech Contest is Sarah. Sarah, do you have any words for us?
Thank you.
Hey, did you all have a good time? Gonna come back again next year? Thank you all so much for coming. Good night and have a great weekend.